If you grew up with proper milk puddings, then this one's for you. No nonsense, just Kheer the way it's meant to be. Slow, homely, and served with a bit of love. Kheer is actually one of the easiest desserts that you can make, I think, in desi cooking. Really straightforward, and you can make it with the ingredients that you've probably already got in your house. We're going to start with a little bit of water, and then into that we're going to add 2 teaspoons of ground cardamom. You can use cardamom pods if you want to, but I actually find that this is a little bit better because I like the little flecks of dark running through the milk, and also you won't then bite onto the cardamom pods when you're eating it. Then you're going to add in your rice. I'm using 400 grams. I'm making a lot today. You want to keep this soaking overnight. It will just help it to cook really quickly. You're going to give that a quick stir. I'm starting the cooking off in water just because it will help the rice to cook a little bit quicker. And then when you can see the water's almost being absorbed by the rice, you're going to pour in your milk. Bring this to a boil, and we're just going to leave it to simmer and cook gently. Just make sure you keep stirring it every now and then because you don't want it to stick to the bottom. And if it burns at the bottom, you don't want to scrape off the dark burnt milk from the bottom and mix it in. Transfer it to another pan if that happens. You can use whatever rice you've got for this. Just a cheap brand will do. If you've got basmati at home, you can use that one. If you've got long grain rice, that's fine too. I just tend to use whatever I've got. So this is my usual zebra rice that I've got in here. But if you've got a cheaper brand, just use that because it doesn't matter if they break up in here. And then once your milk has come to a boil or it's warmed through, you're just going to scoop a little bit of the milk off the top and pour it over some saffron strands. And you're going to set this to one side. That'll just be a lovely garnish on the top when it's finished. Then turn the heat down. We're going to leave this to simmer for about 40 minutes now. You're going to need to keep an eye on it, and also just check the milk levels as well. You might find that you need to add a little bit more. It just depends on what kind of rice you're using. Yours might be a bit more thirsty than mine, so you might need to add a little bit more in. This is the kind of consistency you're looking for. It looks a bit thick and claggy. Don't worry, we're going to fix it in a minute. Now is where we add in sugar, and it's a really personal thing, sugar, so it's entirely up to you how much you add. You're going to stir this in and then just check it as you go. I always start off with less than I think I'm going to need, and then depending on how I feel, I'll add more in. And then the last thing I'm going to stir in is double cream. It would just make it really nice and rich and super luxurious. You can skip this bit if you want to. If you are going to miss out the cream, then just add in a little bit of extra milk. Bring that to a boil after you've added the cream, and this is the consistency you're looking for at the end. This is a very basic Kheer recipe. Some people like to add in raisins or sultanas or almonds halfway through the cooking process just to make it a little bit more regal. But I feel like Kheer is just lovely as it is on its own. Go on, what are you waiting for? Make me proud.